वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु।
So, till the dried up devotees come, we will speak in English. Then we will shift it to Hindi. Okay?
Sure. Prabhu,
okay.
Anybody will chant the first shloka? I will give them the chant.
Okay. How many of you know the Bhagavata Mangalacharan shlokas? How many of you know that?
Pavan
Yes,
Prabhu.
Pavan. Yes, Pavan. Tell me, what are the numbers?
Hey, first chapter 1, 2, 3, I know.
Then second chapter also there. You know the numbers?
No, praise. Some I know, but slokas, but I don't know numbers.
2, 3, 4.
2, 3,
So,
4.
Bhagavata Mangalacharan means first canto, first chapter, 1, 2, 3. Then in the second chapter, 2, 3, 4. These are the Mangalacharan shlokas. Bhagavata Mangalacharan shlokas. Okay, start with Keshava. Keshava.
Yes.
Yeah, start.
Kirtan, right?
No, my dear, where are you?
Yeah.
Here is Bhagavata Mangalacharan shloka, first shloka.
Okay. Bhagavatam first sloka, right?
Yeah.
Janmadasya yatontvaya.
No. How it starts?
Om Namo Bhagavate.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
3 times.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That's starting.
If you are not ready, I will give it to someone. Is it okay?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm out actually. Yeah, you can kindly give
Okay,
it to
I will
someone.
give it to someone else. Just listen carefully. Okay.
I'll listen.
Vidya.
Prabhu, am I audible, Prabhu?
Very much.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadasya yatanvayat itarataschatveshu abhignaswarat. Tene Brahma Hridaye Adikavaye Muhyanti Yat Surayah. Tejo Varimritam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Trisargam Vrisha. Damna Svena Sada Nirastakvakam Satyam Param Dhimahi.
Hare Krishna. One improvement. Tene Brahma Hrida Ya Kavaye.
Okay.
Always split like this. Tene Brahma Hrida Ya Adi Kavaye. Okay, split like that. Okay, good. Next one, who can chant?
Raji, I can try.
Yeah.
Dharma projita kaitavatra paramo nirmasaranam satam netyam vastamavatra vastu shivadam tapatrayon moolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kimva Parairishwaraha Sadhyo Hridi Avaridyate Atra Klitribis Susrubittakshanat.
Slow. Susrushvihi Takshanat.
Takshanat.
Atra Kritibihi. Then it is Susrushvihi. Okay, very good. Third one. Rati Manjari.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hmm.
निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रव संयुक्तं पिबता भागवतं रसम् आलयं मुहुरहो रसिका भूमि भावुकाः. हरे कृष्ण.
Bhavukaha.
भावुकाः.
Very good.
हरे कृष्ण.
Next one. Who is going to chant now? Ratana Bhushana.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hmm.
उवाच यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवो अभिनेतु तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि।
Okay, next one. Gopal.
Cheppali, you have to tell. Prabhu, he don't know he's telling. I'll say.
Why?
He remembers only 2 lines he's telling.
Okay, Padma Mataji, you can chant that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'll try.
Okay, try.
Yes, Swamanubhavam Akila Shruti Saram.
Yasvanubhavam.
Yashvanubhavam Akila Shruti Saram Ekam Adhyatmadipam Atit Tirsatam
Atiti
Tamo
Tirsatam. Mataji, Atiti Tirsatam.
Atiti Tirsatam Tamo Nadam
Andam. Tamo
Nam
Andam.
Tamo Andam Samsarinam Karunyah Purana
Samsarinam Karunaya Purana Guhyam.
Samsarinam Karunayah Purana Guhyam Tamvyasa Sunum Prabhuji Tamvyasa Sunum Upayami Gurum Muninam.
Very good. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Next shloka, Kamalamukhi.
Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayet.
Okay, now you can show the shlokas, Mataji. We'll analyze it, then we'll go to the...
Yeah, Prabhu, I'm starting.
Go to the first shloka. Okay. I will recite once. All of you listen very carefully. Huh? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasya yatho anvayati taratascha abhignaswarat. Tene brahma hridayadi kavaye muyyanti yatsurayah. Tejo vari mridam yata vinimayo yatrat sargo amursha. Tamna svena sada nirasta kuhakam dhimahi. I'll recite one more time. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasya yato anvayat itaratascha artheshu abhignaswarat. Tene brahma hridayadi kaviye muyyanti yatsurayah. Tejo vari mridam yata vinimayo yatrat sargo amursha. Damna asvena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimahi. Hare Krishna. So now we'll try to understand the phrases which are familiar with this. Mataji, let's go to the synonyms. We'll connect the synonyms, try to understand, then we'll go to the translation and connect with the shloka. Okay? So what does it say? Janmadi asya. Oh, so very first one is the Dwadasa Akshara. Glorifying the Lord, calling out the Supreme Lord with the Mula Mantra. This is called mantra because starts with Om and ends with what?
Swaha, Prabhu.
Namaha.
Namaha. Sorry. Namaha. Sorry, Prabhu. So morning I listened some Swaha thing. I'm remembering that one. Namaha. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So any mantra starts with Om and ends with Namaha. This is a rule. But our Maha Mantra does not contain both. But still it is called as Maha Mantra because Kali Yuga, these mantras are not properly chanted. And there is no much qualified Brahmanas too. That's why this holy name of the Lord becomes the Maha Mantra. Is it clear to you? So what does it talk about? Bhagavate, the Supreme Lord, the only Supreme Lord. That you have to understand always. When we say Bhagavate, he is the only Supreme Lord. Vasudevaya. Why he is called as Vasudevaya? Because he appeared as the son of Vasudeva. He is named as Vasudeva. Then moving on to that, next line. Janmadi asya yato anvayat. Janma adi. What does it mean? It talks about three type of roles. One is the creation. The next one is maintenance. The third one is annihilation. So the Lord starts with these three things: creation, maintenance, and annihilation. So in doing so, what are the things that comes in now? Let us try to understand that. The universes are created, and this universes, when it is manifest, it is allowing the living entities to enjoy. But there the problem lies because we are not able to understand what is the activity we are supposed to perform, and we are not able to identify it. Because of that, what we do all type of things, which is always making us to come back to this material world every time. So when we talk about the creation, sustenance, and destruction, the Lord immediately starts with the universes. Within the universes, there are so many living entities, and every living entity is completely under the spell of Maya. That's what it is going to come. And how he is going to do that? Itaraha, directly or sometimes indirectly. That's why it says Anvayat. Anvayat means directly. At the same time, when you say Itaraha, it is indirectly also. Artha. Artha means what is the purpose? So this is the purpose. What is the purpose? To create, maintain, and annihilate. Somebody will ask question, why the Lord created it? So explain here. That's why it's called as the Vedanta Sutra Mantra. And with this only, everybody can understand the sutra inside the Vedas. Who is the Supreme Lord? Why he creates? And what are the different universes and who are all there inside it? And how they are completely controlled by the external energy of the Lord. This is what it explains in this. So, what does it say now? Abhignaha. Jnanam. Abhignaha means complete knowledge. Abhignaha Swarat. Swarat means who is independent. So the person or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he created these three things in order to run the show of the universes. Otherwise, everything will become standstill after the annihilation. So the next level has to start. That's started, and so many things are there. So here, these three things are happening in sequence. And the Lord knows everything about it, and he is fully independent, because when he creates, it becomes the inferior energy of God, which is called the material world. So the Lord is unaffected, even if it is his own, right? Because he is above all these things. Then it talks about Brahma. Brahma means the knowledge, or the entire Vedic knowledge. So like that, certain words which we can understand, what are the tejaha, apaha. So all these different elements, one can understand, it creates an illusion in so many minds. That we have seen it. Water seen on fire and fire seen on water. So all these things are illusions. It's not the reality. That's why when we drive on the desert, we understand there is a oasis, but when we go closer, it is not. So like that, the illusion is also there. And the illusion, what does it do? It always make this living entity completely in a bewildered condition. So the moment they get that material body, the jiva, automatically it's bound by these three things. Okay. So then they are not able to move further, they are got stuck. And the Lord, what does he do now? After creating all these things, he is aloof, he is unaffected. But how it is all working? Because he has got a direct control. How that is, one can understand very easily. So all this direct control, how he performs it, that's very important. He never comes in directly. With his energy, it's all performed. But while doing so, all the living entities are kept under the bewilderment, including the Brahma. Right? But what does he do now? Ya adi kavaye. The knowledge which we saw, abhignaha, is knowledge is imparted to Brahma from the Lord. But he could not take it in full. So that's why the knowledge comes from Brahma is not complete. But no doubt among the living entities, he is the most knowledgeable because he is the first living being. But at the same time, one should not forget he does not have the complete knowledge. Only the Lord possesses the full knowledge. Right? So like that, the definition goes on. And as we see that, Trisarga. So as we saw that, three type of things. And it talks about Svena, self-sufficient. This is a very important phrase because it talks about the Supreme Brahman. Supreme Brahman means the Supreme Lord, who is none other than Vasudeva, right? And what is he now? He is self-sufficient because he need not look for anybody to support. He does everything on his own. And whatever is there belongs to him. And he is always self-sufficient means he is self-satisfied. So, all these phrases explains the total translation of this verse. Okay, so that means it talks about the Supreme Brahman or the Supreme Lord, Vasudeva. From him, all these three things starts, and when it is done, different universes comes, and everybody is kept into the bewilderment because of the external energies power, right? And the Lord knows the complete knowledge and he distributes it to Brahma, but he could take only 80-90%, not fully. And the Lord is fully independent, whereas Brahma is completely dependent. So, like that, all the living entities too also dependent. But since they are in the bewilderment, they think they are fully independent. So, like this, the particular verse talks about these things. That's why it's called as Vedanta Sutra. And sometimes called as Krishna Gayatri. Why? Because Dhimahi comes means it's a Gayatri. So it talks about whose fame, feature, and form about the Supreme Lord. That's it, called as Krishna Gayatri. Clear? Shall we move on to that translation? Somebody can read it fast.
I'll read the presentation.
Yeah, read it.
Yes. O my Lord Sri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful.
Say again.
O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire, or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Hare Krishna.
So now we can understand the supreme whole or the supreme Brahman or the absolute truth are one and the same. And it has got a wonderful form, and the name of that supreme form is Vasudeva, because he is the son of Vasudeva, right? He's also called as Sri Krishna. So he possesses all these variegated qualities, variegated names, and variegated energies and whatnot. So he is beyond the reach of the individual living entity, because they are all part and parcel and they cannot understand the supreme whole in full. That's why the creation starts and everything under the spell of the bewilderment. Clear? So here also, when we read this first shloka, one can connect the same thing to the Bhagavad Gita. Can anybody say what are the essence of the Bhagavad Gita, which is also explained here?
Prabhu, aham sarvasya Prabhu, that one.
Okay. I am not talking about the shloka. What is the essence of the Bhagavad Gita?
The five elements, Prabhuji.
Five elements.
Five topics of Bhagavad Gita.
Very good. Very good. Rati Manjari said right. So 5 elements are explained here also. Right? Kala, Prakriti, everything is considered here. Nothing is left out. So, again, as we see here, in the Bhagavad Gita, at the end of that, he talks about his supreme capacity. And the Jiva is supposed to always take the shelter of the supreme whole. Only by which one can understand the Lord. Otherwise, it's impossible. Not only impossible, they will be kept under the bewilderment. So, the supreme truth always remains eternally, and it has got a wonderful form and it is full of knowledge. That's why Satchit Ananda Vigraha. So the Jiva is supposed to always free from illusory energy and take the shelter of the Supreme Lord. Clear? Shall we move on to the next verse?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, you said it is Gayatri Mantra, right? That is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, or the whole shloka, Prabhu?
No, the last line.
Last line. Okay.
Satyam Param Dhimahi.
Dhimahi. Okay.
So when we talk about Satyam, it talks about the absolute truth. Why it is absolute truth? Because everything emanates from him. So he is present in everything. At the same time, he is also not present in that. That's very interesting, right? Because he's not a matter. So naturally, he will not be present in that. But those things will be present in him because the matter is also part of him. Clear?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. And again, the manifested things are also again temporary. But whereas the Lord is eternal. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
How it's became a Gayatri Mantra, Prabhu? Sacham Param Dhimi.
See, very simple. The very first word is Om. Then it is Namaha. Is there or not?
No, Prabhuji, this one, Sacham Param Dhimi, you said, right?
That's what I'm telling. Let us listen first. Mantra means, as I told you, starts with Om
Om, yeah. And with
and ends
Nam.
with Namaha. Both are there, right? When we say Gayatri, the Dhimahi word always denotes the Gayatri.
Okay.
If you go to all the Navagrahas, they also have it. If you go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
all the incarnations, they are also you're having it. Right?
Yeah.
Sudarshanaya, what do we say? Om Sudarshanaya.
Namaha.
Anybody remembers? Chant that. Hare Krishna, anybody remembers that? Om Sudarshanaya Vitmahe Maha Jwalaya Dhimahi Tanno Chakra
Prachodayat.
Prachodayat. Dhimahi comes or not?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Prabhu.
That's it.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay, shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Many of you chanted it. Here and there might be one or two corrections. I will recite slowly because it will be useful for our other devotees who have not participated today also. Okay. Dharmaha projitaha kaitavo atra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. Dharmaha projitaha kaitavo atra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवधं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परे ईश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात्. You have to chant it very slowly with all the syllables are very clearly pronounced. That's very important. See, when we talk about stuti class, it's not the normal class of the Bhagavatam. Here we give lots of emphasis for the shloka. How? By giving so much of importance to the pronunciation and our memory capacity and the flow and finally the bhava. When we recite it, it should come from the bottom of the heart, not from the lips. Then when it becomes stuti, otherwise it's a normal ritual. Clear? So the shloka once again read it. Dharma projita kaitavo atra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam tapatrayonmoolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamunikrite Kimva Pare Ishwaraha Sadyo Avarudyate Atraktavihi Susrushibihi Takshanat. Okay, now we can start from one.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. What
Kamalam.
is... Yes. धर्मः प्रोजितकैतवो अत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परेर्ईश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तक्षणात्.
Okay. Padmamata, you are all, these shlokas are all learning for the first time, correct?
Yes,
Padmamata?
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you have any doubts in the first shloka and we have moved into the second one?
First shloka, okay, Prabhuji, because I attended the Bhagavatam class. I mean, that your Bhagavatam sessions, okay.
Okay.
But second shloka and all, it is now only I'm getting to
Okay.
register. It
So
is
for your
registered.
benefit only, we are giving some extra time because all
Hare
others
Krishna.
are familiar.
Thank you.
Yeah, because all others are familiar. They had been coming to our classes. They should not have much difficulty. Maybe Keshav was not in our class, so he is also learning certain things now.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji. Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Wherever there is a difficulty in pronunciation or anything, just stop. Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji. The last line only, my sadyo hridi avarudyate. Arthakritibihi. Okay.
So the comma denotes a there. A is
Okay.
not written, but A is denoted by a comma.
Okay.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Atrakritibihi. Then the next word, many of them have difficulty, right?
Shushubihi.
Sushushubihi.
Okay.
Or you can pronounce it as Sushushubish Takshanat, also correct. Because if it's a poetic, then it becomes Sushushubish. Or when you split the word, it becomes Sushushubihi.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Takshanat.
Takshanat.
Okay. So whoever wants to read it again, the shloka, they are welcome.
Krishna Babuji, I can try.
Yeah.
धर्मात्रोजितकैतवो अत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनि कृते किं वा परेर्ईश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात्.
Okay. Yeah. There is a little more stress required. Projita.
Projita.
Ij and G. Both are there. So you have to say that Projita.
Projita. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else wants to try once again reading?
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Yeah, Venugopal, please.
Hare Krishna. Dharma projeta kaitavo atra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vejyam nirmatsaranam satam vejyam vastavam atra vastu sivadam tapatrayonmulanam Srimad-Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kim Va Parerishvaraha Sanjo Hridaya Avarujyate Atra Kritibhi Shubhistatrishnat. Hare Krishna.
Anyone else wants to try? Try.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah, Vidya Mata, please.
Sorry, Prabhu. Thank you. धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवो अत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदय अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तक्षणात्.
Okay. Anyone?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
धर्मः प्रोजित कैतवो अत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परेर्ईश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात्. Hare
Good.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can I try to read?
Yeah. Go at a very slow speed, don't rush. That's very important. Then only you will get all the syllables pronunciation correctly.
Dharmaha projita kaitavo atra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam tapatrayon moolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va parai Ishvaraha Sadhyo Hridi Avarudyate Atra Putribhi Sushrushrubhi Tatkshanat
Say again the last line.
Sushrushrubhi
No, the
Tatkshanat
last line fully. Last line fully.
Sadhyo सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृत्रिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात्.
Good. Okay. Padma Mataji, you want to try?
Prabhuji, I will try. Hare Krishna. धर्मः प्रोजितकैतवो अत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं व परै ईश्वरः
Kimba or Kimba?
किं
Very good.
वा परै ईश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्.
Good. Very nice.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Okay. Ramesh Adrani Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Dharma prajoyita kaitavo atra paramo nirmat saranam satam vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam tapa trayoni moolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim Va Paraira Ishvaraha Sadyo Hridaye Ayurdate Tra Kritiva Sushurbisha Tat Shanat.
Hare Krishna. So wonderful. Okay. In this, we have to do the analysis. Can we keep it for tomorrow? I feel a little sleepy now.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Because
Prabhuji.
I am unable to focus now.
No problem, Prabhu. It's fine.
Okay, ma. Thank you, everybody. But
Thank
what I request is again and again in the Stuti class, whatever we learn, please repeatedly practice it for 10 to 15 days non-stop. And make it a point once in a month or twice a month, I will recite it. Make a schedule. Accordingly, you can remember the slokas, you can by heart the slokas, and you will have a good, real pronunciation of the slokas. This is very important. Clear?
Okay, Prabhu. Sure.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, class is on Monday, Prabhu. What Mataji's name I forgot. Jai Shankar Mataji.
Padma Mataji. Okay.
Padma Mataji, you are in the group, right?
Which group, Mataji? Not.
Srimad Bhagavatam evening group.
Srimad Bhagavatam. No,
Yeah.
not evening group. I think it is. Yeah, you post it. Yes, Mataji. I'm there.
Yes, that group.
Yes,
It is
Mataji.
again the class will be on Monday, Mataji. Okay.